some new stuff for the rookies, and they were able to handle what they had learned last week and coming in earlier in the week and then today. So I'm happy for that. Both sides of the ball I thought competed well. Special teams looked good. Ariza looked like he was booming it out there a little bit, and so good day for that. Time's yours.
Worthy had a big day today, a couple nice catches. What did you see so far from the kid in the game?
Yeah, he's been working hard. Looks like his hamstring feels better. We just got to keep him going here and keep learning. We're just one install into it, and they've got 12 of them. So it's he's got a lot more information coming at him, and formations and shifts and motions and all that stuff. So, but he did a nice job today. Yeah.
But those rookies and the new players that come in, what have you told them, or what have other players told them about how you operate your camp?
Yeah, well, Rasheed tells them, for the receivers, listen, you got to run. As a receiver, you have to be able to run and sustain your speed throughout a practice. And yeah. So from that standpoint, the veteran players take care of that. They tell them that if I'm standing up there telling them that it's, you got to be in good shape, then you better believe it, right? And so they, for the most part, the guys, they ran well yesterday in the testing, so it looks like they're in pretty good shape.
Redwood Brown was back returning punts. Do you anticipate that he might play some special teams?
Yeah, he might. We give everybody a chance back there, and he's so talented. But if you can get a couple, 3 guys that can do that, you feel comfortable with them. That's a pretty good thing. So we asked him to get back there, and he wants to do that. He wants to play, and he's got a great attitude.
Andy, what's your expectation for Kadarius Toney in this camp?
Yeah, so he worked today. Did a good job when he was in there, and we'll see. Just like the other guys, he's in there competing. We'll see how he does.
Coach, do you have an updated timetable on Justin Reid and just what's going on there?
Yeah, listen, we're just day by day in it right now, and see how he does. He's very honest with you, and he's not going to hide anything. He's going to make sure he tells you how he's feeling, and so we trust him with that. And then, our Rick will take care of the rest of that. Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned guys competing. It seems like Carson stepped right in and has been doing his thing. What do you see from him?
Yeah, Carson's done a nice job. He's got a good way about him. He's got good vision. He's a good football player. We're glad to have him here. Yeah.
And I was going to just ask you about Mecole Hardman. I don't know if we've talked to you since he's re-signed, and just veteran back in camp. What are your expectations for Mecole?
Yeah, he's got a great attitude. For a guy returning with the 6 years of experience that he has, or going into 6 years of experience, he's got an idea how things work. He's smart. He knows the routes and the ins and outs of the routes. And he's a good communicator, so he's able to talk to the guys, and then he's working his tail off. So I give him credit for how he's approaching it.
We're going to go PJ. Go ahead, PJ. Andy, I know PJ is he's not going to be in camp right now. Is he here or is he just at home?
He's not at home, but he's having some stuff done. Yeah.
With Chris Jones, we're supposed to talk to him too. Just to see him out here at camp, how good is that for you to see him, just everybody full attendance as well? Yeah,
listen, Chris is one of the team captains, and so he's been that now for the last couple of years, and so well respected. And to have him out here, he brings energy. He always brings energy. He has fun out here, and I'm glad he's here.
Oh yeah, he did good, man. I think he's coming along well. He's done the playbook well. Like he had a deep ball today. I think he had a couple, like you said. So I think he's adjusting well. I mean, he come with that speed, man. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have him on a lot of things going deep. And so I think now just get the chemistry with him and Pat going, and hopefully we can translate it on to the season. So I think he's doing good. He's still working to get better. So I'm glad to see him out here doing his thing.
Mecole, can you describe your process that ultimately led you back to coming to the Chiefs again?
For the offseason? I had a few options, man, but I guess this one made more sense. Just more comfortable. I've been here my whole career. Just wanted to make sure everything made sense to me on my end. So it made sense. I know the system. I know the coaches. Very, very familiar with the scheme, everything going on. I think Coach Reid has a good way of putting me on the field and using me in certain situations. So I'm excited for it. Just want to come out here, get better, and establish that role.
How was this offseason different for you after catching the game-winning pass in the Super Bowl and getting to do some other stuff? How was this offseason different than the past offseasons?
It was pretty fun. I believe. I think just capitalize on certain opportunities after the Super Bowl. But that's kind of like one of those things you enjoy, and after that you gotta get back to business, get back to working out, getting stronger, faster, and so you can get ready for this camp like this. But the offseason was fun. Had my daughter, so I was very around the family a lot this offseason and just trying to figure out the next step. But it was cool. Glad that the Super Bowl happened. But now that's in the past now, so you gotta just move forward and go from there.
What are those opportunities in the movie that you're doing? How did that come about? The role in the movie?
Well, they just hit me up and asked me if I want to be in it. I guess I had no idea about it. But I think it's a good opportunity because I always wanted to act though. You know what I'm saying? So that's like one of my one of my goals to be in a movie. So I guess I can complete that. I guess check that list. But ultimately, I want to actually be in a bigger movie, a bigger role type thing. So I've been working on that for the last couple of years, trying to get around the right people, the right rooms. So it definitely was a good opportunity, a good starting point.
When you first got here, obviously there were expectations in case something would have happened with Tyreek. From year one to now with the little short stint in New York, how do you feel like you've become a better player?
I think just experience. I guess just being here most of the time, and learning, the system, learning how to win, learning how to become a better leader, learning how to take care of your body, learning how to actually practice. Learn the game slowing down. So I think all that comes with experience and the years you have, in the league. So now it's just more about just finding ways to become better, the little things, the little fundamental things, and trying to get better each and every day. So that way you can have that longer career that you want, like everybody wants. So I think the experience just is, and the knowledge that's come with it is what I've been learning the most, and learning from guys like Trav still and the older guys that have been here. So just trying to take that out into account and just become better each and every day.
With training camp with the Jets last season, you had Oz the Mentalist there. You had a prediction that Oz the Mentalist had. Now that you have to experience something with training camp there, being back here, can you kind of compare the two differences and just like this type of training camp compared to all the attention that had Hard Knocks last season?
Yeah, Hard Knocks was fun, man. I think there's a lot of cameras. I think they had a very slimmed down version of Hard Knocks. It wasn't like the original Hard Knocks where you see everything, but it was pretty cool to have everything around like that. And the training camp was cool, but obviously, here it's one of the hardest training camp in the league, so it's kind of hard to compare here. Here we run a lot, we do a lot. It's hard. You're in dorm rooms. You know what I'm saying. So it's a different environment, a different feel. Everybody have their own knack. Every team have their own knack of how they want to do certain things, and they take a different approach to training camp. But here, y'all been here for however long as I've been here. So you see how hard we work and how everything goes. So but like I say, it was cool, not bad. Hard Knocks was fun actually. I kind of enjoyed it, so it was cool.
Mecole, you spent a little time in Kansas City during offseason. I know you worked out with Luther. What was one of those things you said that, hey, I wanted to get better at throughout the company camp, being a better player?
Just probably like, man, my balance, stability, my core work. I wanted to get better at the little things, just balance, whether to get my core stronger. I got everything else, man, the speed, the agility, everything like that. I think it's just the stuff that we don't work on, like the single leg stuff, getting your knees stronger, ankles stronger, just stuff like that. And I think Luther did a great job of helping me do that. Shout out to Luther. If y'all watching this, if y'all want to go train, go to Luther Glover workout. That's your shout out, Luther. So, but yeah, I think it was great, man. I had a great time here. I was here mostly the whole off-season training, so it was pretty dope.
You talk about your daughter. Just, I know she's super young, but just how much have you seen her change you just in a short time, and how much is she going to influence your career moving forward?
Yeah, man. I think it's kind of like the same effect like my son had. I had my son, right after the Super Bowl, not last year, but the previous year. And I think when you have kids like that and just have my daughter, it give you motivation, give you fuel to try to set them up long term and do the right things necessary to them and be I know they're young, but to be a great role model, and hopefully when they grow up, they see things about me. When they grow up, they can read it as all good, positive things. So now you got somebody that you got responsibility for, and somebody that you got care for a long time. So I think it just make you more of a man, make you grow up a little bit more faster. And I think just having those kids just make you overall like a better man. So.
You guys add Hollywood Brown, you bring this first-round draft pick in, they got you back, a lot of fast guys. Can you talk about that receiving room and how talented and explosive you guys might be.
Oh yeah, we lot of speed, man. I think we got a good group of guys, like you said. Hollywood's X came. I think they bring another dynamic to the offense, and then obviously you got Reid, man. That's like a bulldog, like a horse that can do all the dirty work, get it underneath routes. A lot of rack yards with him. Then I come in, do the rolls, the little gadget stuff here and there, and explosives too. So I think we got a great nick of guys. Jay Watt is still here. Scott Moore, route runner. So I think everybody is collective together. We all feed off each other. We got a great room. Everybody knows what's going on. They know their role. I think now training camp going to really establish everybody's roles. I think once we get that, we all can, thrive in each other's roles, So.
I think the core values of the team, be humble, stay hungry. You know what I mean? I think that's the core value of every year, coming in humble and hungry. It's a new year, new beginning. We got a new team. Last year's team was successful in accomplishing the overall goal of winning a championship, and then this year it's all about new challenges, man. We got a lot of new guys, a lot of new challenges ahead of us, and we're excited for it.
Chris, did you mention any arguments for getting any days off?
Listen, man, I just hope Coach Reid feel it in his heart to understand. 30 hit different, right? I was just talking to someone comparing me and Travis, and I was telling them, Travis' job is a little more easier than mine because I'm fighting 300 pounds every play. And Travis catching the ball, fighting 135, 140 pounds. I just hope that he find in his amazing heart to give me a day or two off coming up. We'll talk about it, have further conversations. Maybe I need to have a one-on-one with Veach. Talk to my guy Clark. We're gonna figure this thing out.
Chris, Andy just said he's really happy to see you here at camp before us after the last season. Everybody's happy to see you. How happy are you to be back?
Well, it was circumstantial, No, I'm happy to be back, man. It's been 2 years since I've been able to be out here with the guys. Love being in this environment where we all can focus on football, get better, compete, and challenge each other day in and day out. And it feels good to be back in the dorm, staying on the twin bed. Huh? Yeah, it's a queen. I haven't slept on a queen bed in decades, but it feels good.
The last 6 years, you've essentially played an extra full season with the postseason games. How have you been able to stay in shape, and then with that hunger, with that success, how do you pass it on to the newer players and to keep striving to attain greatness?
Yeah, you basically said I played 10 years in the league. That's exciting. But when you look at it as it's a plus, right? Because with those games, it comes rings, right? It comes an opportunity for a ring. So don't really look at it like that. I think my mind frame is always to be the best I can be. I strive for DPOY every year. It's a commitment to myself that I make, and also challenging myself to make my teammates better. And I think no matter how much the money is, how much money I'm making, how much money I get, my mores never change in football. I play football because I love the game, not for anything else.
Chris, you mentioned them rings. How much does it motivate you and drive you to chase a three-peat, something that has never been done before?
I think chasing history is all part of it, man. When a lot of players retire, they always say they want to lead the game better than when they started. And if we can get this three-peat and just continue to adding to the legacy of the Kansas City Chiefs, I think that'll be a huge accomplishment, not only for us but for the NFL.
Chris, this is Felix's second year. What do you anticipate growth-wise from him in this coming year?
For who?
Felix?
Oh, he's coming along, man. He's making strides. Had to face a lot of adversity last year with the up and down plan. You know what I mean? He's getting acclimated, coming out of K-State, right down the road. So I think last year was a bit challenging for him, and I think this year he's taking it with stride, making improvements day in and day out, and he got a full training camp under his belt. That's always a plus, and we can continue to build off of that.
Chris, what does the Defensive Player of the Year award mean to you?
That means I'm doing my part on this team. I'm being the best player I can be for this team, for this organization, and also challenging my teammates to be better, man. I think that's my overall goal here, and I think we're going to continue to improve on that.
Chris, you mentioned
Let's do four more. We got Steve, Sam over here, and Chris,
you mentioned being been a couple years since you've been back here, challenging your teammates. Coach Reid said that that you bring the energy. Do you feel like your teammates feed off of your energy?
I think we feed off of each other. Like I was telling the D-line, adversity is gonna come. First day as everybody is excited, everybody is full of energy. 2 weeks in, with a couple padded days practice, we start to look around for energy. So I think we're able to feed off of each other. For me, I just try to stay consistent with who I am and my attitude every day. I know we're going to face a little adversity, but for me, it's just staying consistent. And if that's giving energy to the guys, then that's what I'm here for.
Did you have a specific purpose of your off-season training beyond just staying in shape and getting in good shape? Was there something specific you were working on?
Nothing specific. I think more so it's just about being in shape, being able to come out here and then compete in training camp, play in and play out. I haven't been here in 2 years, so I don't know what to expect. I didn't know if we were staying in KC or the dorms. I didn't know, But no, man, no specifics, man. Just staying in shape, staying physically fit, and keeping my mentals right.
Chris, your defense took a step to that next elite level last year. Now with the changes, what's it going to take to try to maintain or even do better this year?
Well, we lost a couple huge pieces. L'Jarius Sneed, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, so that's a huge piece. And we got a lot of challenges ahead. We can compare to last year, but it's a completely different team from last year. But we got some challenges ahead of us. We got a lot of young guys that we are looking forward to stepping up. Still got Trent McDuffie, and we can build off of it. We got a lot of young guys, and when the pads come on, we can see what's going on.